Once upon a time, in a quiet village nestled near a dense forest, there lived a humble woodcutter. Each day, he ventured into the woods to chop wood, earning a modest living by selling the logs in the market. He would often call out to passers-by,
"Fresh logs for firewood, strong and dry, perfect for your hearth."
He owned only one axe, a sturdy tool with a wooden handle and a sharp blade, and it was his most prized possession. One bright morning, as the woodcutter was working by a riverbank, his axe slipped from his hands. With a splash, it disappeared into the deep, clear water. He gasped in horror, for without his axe, he could not earn his livelihood. Desperate, he knelt by the river and cried out,
"Oh, what will I do now? My axe is gone!"
Hearing his lament, a beautiful river fairy appeared. It was a radiant being, shimmering like sunlight on water. The fairy asked,
"Why are you so sad, dear woodcutter?"
"I've lost my only axe in the river, and I don't know how I'll make a living without it."
The fairy, moved by his words, smiled kindly and said,
"Don't worry, I'll help you."
She then dove gracefully into the river and returned moments later holding a gleaming golden axe.
"Is this your axe?"
She asked gently. The woodcutter shook his head. He replied honestly,
"No, that is not my axe."
The fairy disappeared into the water again and reappeared with a shiny silver axe.
"What about this one? Is this yours?"
The woodcutter shook his head once more.
"No, that too is not mine,"
he said. Finally, the fairy brought up the woodcutter's simple iron axe.
"Is this the one you lost?"
The woodcutter's face lit up with joy.
"Yes, that is my axe."
He exclaimed happily. The fairy smiled, impressed by the woodcutter's honesty.
"Because you were truthful, I will give you all 3 axes as a reward,"
said the fairy. The golden, silver, and iron axes were placed in his hands. The woodcutter thanked the spirit profusely and returned to his village. From that day on, he continued his work with gratitude, sharing his tale of honesty with others. The villagers admired him, and his story spread far and wide, teaching everyone that honesty is always rewarded in ways we might never expect. And so, the woodcutter lived a contented life, his faith in kindness and truthfulness strengthened by his encounter at the river.